RKO the Infamous NWO back with another video doing my UFC 148 main event predictions between Anderson the Spider Silva versus Chael Sonnen for the UFC Middleweight Championship. Silva versus Sonnen 2 pretty much. And this is the rematch from 2010, August of 2010. At UFC 117, so about 31 UFCs ago. And it was the pretty much the Chael Sonnen trash talk fight that hyped the entire fight up and pretty much sold whatever it sold. I believe it did 500,000 pay-per-view buys. And this was the fight that Chael Sonnen showed that Anderson Silva can be taken down and can be dominated, because for 4.5 rounds Chael Sonnen dominated Anderson Silva. I remember watching that fight and I was on the edge of my seat because I thought I was going to see for the first time ever Anderson Silva getting knocked out and losing his middleweight championship, which was not the case because I believe 2.5 minutes left of the fifth round, Anderson Silva locked in a triangle choke on Chael Sonnen, and Chael Sonnen tapped out. I believe that was the third ever fight to end the fifth round in the UFC. Yeah, and after the fight, Chael Sonnen tested positive to steroids or high testosterone level and was suspended for a year. And then he came back over a year later. He beat Ryan Stan. He then beat Michael Bisping. He called it Anderson Silva at both occasions. Originally he called it Anderson Silva for the Super Bowl weekend fight, and that was not to happen. Then he fought Michael Bisping in January. Once again called Anderson Silva, and pretty much originally the fight was supposed to happen at UFC 147 in a stadium in Brazil, but that was not the case, so it was moved to Las Vegas for UFC 148. The rematch of the ages. Both Anderson Silva, yes, Anderson Silva, on a UFC conference call, said he was gonna pretty much destroy Chael Sonnen, break him limb from limb, break his every bone in his body, and yeah, just pretty much kill him in the ring. Which led to the point where Anderson Silva stormed off the call, and pretty much Chael Sonnen had to hang up / he left the call, because after that no questions were taken and the conference call just ended just like that. After that, those words were exchanged, and this is pretty much the rematch for the ages in the UFC, and this will probably do over 1 million buys, as Chael Sonnen has called it Anderson Silva time and time out again, calling himself the real UFC middleweight champion, because a person can win a fight even though the opponent, the other person that lost, dominated the person that won for 4.5 rounds. So he calls himself the true middleweight champion. He even brought his own belt to I believe it was the UFC on Fox 2 press conference. And yeah, I think Anderson Silva going to be no joke, no joking around, no dancing around, no showboating. Pretty much is going to knock Chael Sonnen out. I don't think in the first round. I think that he's going to punch him for the first round and then knock him out in the second round. And like Anderson Silva does, once you see those hands go down and he pretty much, it looks like he's open game for shots, that's when the fight's going to be over in the second round, and he's going to knock out Chael Sonnen. That's going to pretty much be my predictions for the main event, and still your UFC middleweight champion. And I think Chael Sonnen's going to retire after this fight at UFC 148. I do not see Chael Sonnen winning, but crazier things can happen, like we saw at UFC 117 when that was the case with Chael Sonnen's wrestling pretty much. But I don't think this is happening. I think Anderson Silva is hungry and ready to knock someone out, and Chael Sonnen is the person that will be getting knocked out at UFC 148. This is the one of many excellent matches that are on this card, and the co-main event is UFC Forrest Griffin versus Tito Ortiz 3, which I'll be doing a full preview for that in my next UFC video. So that is my predictions. Anderson Silva winning by second round knockout to retain his UFC middleweight championship. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy, and that is all.